Today I'm going to show you how my brows went from this to this. This isn't gonna turn out good. Why is it pink? I'm like, it's gonna be a freaking red mess. I look kind of crazy. I'm kind of lost. Thanks for joining me here at Contour Image, where I help you find and embrace your true beauty. So today you already know what we're gonna be doing. We're going to be doing a little touch up on my brows. And today we're gonna do that through lamination, dyeing, and waxing. Now, I have never done a lamination before. I have done a video in the past about microblading for brows has gone and how many people absolutely hate them and wish they had never done it a good year or two later, or even sometimes probably a few months or immediately at times. So while I was making that video, I also gave some information on alternatives to what you can do for your brows instead. But this is why I'm fresh faced. I don't have any makeup or anything on. So today we're gonna just do it. So these are my brows right now. Hopefully you can see them. I have like all my lights on and I feel like maybe I'm blown out. I'm not sure. One thing I noticed about my brows is this one obviously has more hair, while this one starts to really thin out right here, but it doesn't have as much hair here even. And one thing I noticed about this brow in particular was that even if I do it straight up, let's see, it looks like okay, but what it likes to do is it starts to fall and it starts to go this direction like that. So it kind of makes it somewhat uneven, like I have this spot here. Now, I also have very sparse brows, so that means I'm going to have to fill them in some way or another. I do like to dye them because if you might notice, I'm not sure if the camera's really gonna pick it up or not, my brows like to kind of come out kind of mousy gray and then they start blonding off. So I actually have some hairs up here that you can't see underneath it and probably above it too, because they're so blonde you can't really see it. So waxing is kind of one of my better things to do for myself. And so I got this kit that to do at home and I have never done lamination before. I've done waxing, I've dyed my brows before, just generally. And today we're going to do the lamination. Now, apparently, in case you're wondering what lamination is relaxing the hair. And so for some people, that kind of helps make the brows look a little bit more put together, if you will, more defined. Some people are afraid of it because they think they're gonna have like these super bushy brows. At the beginning, it may look that way because I'm not allowed to wash my brows or like my face or anything, get any water on them for the next 24 hours. And at this time, it is 8:45 p.m. Now, I work the night shift, so I don't see any customers. I don't have to look so great for anyone. So I figured, hey, I'll do it now before I go to work. And then I just will have to wait till I'm done here for the 24 hours before I can wash my face or do anything like that. Well, I guess I could wash the lower half of my face, but I'll probably want to keep this part. So I'll show you the lash kit that I have and I'll give you the input on that here right now to just let you know what kit I am using and what I got offline. So this is the lamination kit I got. I opened it earlier and accidentally ripped it because I didn't know it had tape on the end. So it came just fine in the package. It came with instructions, of course, on how to use the products. And then it came with all the solution, including the spoolie. And I like the fact that it is numbered so that you can know what step you're on. And these right here are the combs that you will use, and that's how small it is. I don't know why it's shaped that way, and they give you 3. So this is the glue, the actual styling solution, the neutralizer, and then the oil you will place on it afterwards. So, and then this is the written instructions. I also used this hair dye. It only comes with the dye itself. It does not come with the activator. And I shouldn't have used this color. As you will notice later on, I will be using a different color. I did not show you what it was because it was an old one that I had been using for so long. But I do like this brand otherwise. I just shouldn't have gotten that color. Now this is the developer. You don't want to use anything higher than 10 for the face. So this is just one that I got at the Sally Beauty. And then these are the wax strips that I purchased. However, I chose not to use these and I'll explain it a little later in the video. So the first thing is to make sure your brows are clean. Now, before I started just now, I took a nice bath and I hydrated my skin and did everything. So then that way I don't feel too dry tomorrow, since I probably won't be washing my face tomorrow. I'll just be putting on sunscreen and then washing it before I go to bed. So the next thing I'm going to do is Make sure they're clean. Now, so I still have all my skincare. I put it all over my skin, including my night oil that I usually put on. So I'm going to want to wipe these clean to make sure that none of the oils or my moisturizers or serums or anything that I put on my skin is going to interfere with my brows. I'm going to wipe them clean just to make sure. Now normally I would never do this, but for now I don't want to put any more soap on my skin or anything, and I don't want anything from the soap. So I am going to just I'm just going to wipe them down a little bit with some rubbing alcohol, which I would normally never do, but I just want to make sure they're absolutely clean. Step number 2 is using the spoolie, brush brows upward or in desired direction. So for now, I'm going to go up. So I'm always having to, let's see. I'm just going to try to do whatever I can to get all of them. I just want them to be as straight as possible. I have not waxed or really trimmed my brows for a long time, so this is gonna, if my brows look kind of wild, that's why. So, step number 3, now that we've kind of got them mainly in place of where I think I want them to be, we're going to apply Brow Fix Bottle 1 into small sections of hair. Using the clear mini comb, brush hair upward and continue to work into small sections throughout brow. The brow comb, I don't know why they made it like this. I don't know if you can even see it because it's clear. This is all I'm using is this little piece right here. That's the comb. I just find it strange. That's okay. This is a little brush. It looks like a little brush right there. So I can focus in on it. So we're using small sections. Let's start with this one. We're going to use this first half first. I'll just put it in the bottle for now, and it's a little hard. Maybe I should have had like a small. Look how long my brows actually are. They're gonna look crazy at work today. I already know that right now. Why are they doing that? There we go. They're gonna look so wild. I didn't want to trim them yet because I wanted to eventually just wax them to correct them later. So for now, this is just where it's at. So these are my brows. Using a cotton swab, not provided, which I provided myself. Dip into Style Solution, bottle 2, and apply onto brows. Cover brows with plastic film. Leave Style Solution on for 5 minutes. I forgot to show you the saran wrap. I realized that later. I'm like, oh yeah. So I want to show you that quickly right now. And the saran wrap actually has given, they do have quite a bit of, you know, whoops, there we go, the saran wrap for it. So it's pretty good. It's got a lot of volume. This will last you for longer than necessary. And yet they said this thing was only for 3 uses. This is going to be for like 20 or something. So the only things you're going to need to supply yourself with is scissors and like 2 or 3 cotton swabs. So we're using this. I'm taking it off and I'm dipping it in the solution. Ooh, can you get it in there? Oh my gosh. Wait, oh, there's a cap on it. There's a little cap. I thought that's, why did they do those? There, okay, so they put this little thing in there. Nice to know. Okay, so here we go. And it does have a lot, so we're gonna get a lot on there. Let me see, sorry. We're gonna get a lot on there. Now we're going to apply it. I'm gonna have to back up so I can see the mirror. And it smells like the permanation stuff. And the brows already feel really hard. I think that's probably why they call it lamination, I'm going to assume. That's why that they probably call it lamination. I want to make sure I get it on every brow. I'm going to take the other side of it, not the side that we just dipped, but the other side, because I'm an esthetician and you just don't, as much as you can, don't ever double dip. Even though it's mine, you really shouldn't double dip on anything. Okay. And it's a good amount, so I'm gonna just kind of make sure I have plenty of it to go around. The saran wrap, and just kind of take it off. Make sure I have enough of it. Oh, my scissors don't want to, I screwed up my scissors in the past. I accidentally was cutting something and I mistakenly put, cut a wire and it screwed up my scissors. So ever since then, they haven't been very good. They're okay now, but all right. So this is me. Oh, sorry, my thing is really dirty. I had sunscreen on earlier, so I'm gonna set it for, 5 minutes. So there goes our timer. I'm going to take these off, or take this. This is gently take it off. Oh, it kind of sticks to it a little bit. Ooh, sticky. Okay. Gently remove plastic film from brows. Using the clear mini comb, brush brow hair upwards to remove excess glue and style solution. So now I'm going to take my little comb again, and I cleaned off the edge so there wasn't a bunch of junk on it, because what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to take, oh, it's going to not be fun at all. We're going to try to get it off. Gosh dang. Oh, well, it said to remove excess glue, not to actually get the glue off. Use a cotton swab, not provided, dip into neutralizer, bottle 3, and apply onto brows. Cover brows with plastic film. Leave neutralizer on for 5 minutes. So we're kind of doing the same thing, just with a different bottle. And the bottle we're using is this number 3 that we have. And it still has that stupid little thing on it. Dip. Ooh, it's kind of, in this one, I'm not sure if that was just because maybe it was sat around a while or what, but it felt like there was a little bit of a barrier there for a second. Just make sure I get it. Okay. Oh, this one almost looks very pasty. Ooh, very pasty. Ugh. Okay. All right. Let's do that. All right, so we're gonna apply this back on. Oh, you might want a rag or something, a paper towel to kind of wipe your hands on sometimes too, just for future reference. Get more of this. Oh, I already got something on it. Saran wrap. I don't know how it came so perfect last time, only for me to have a difficult time this time. Okay. All right, so we're gonna leave it on again for another, come on, sit. For another 5 minutes. So there goes the timer. All right, perfect. Step 7, remove plastic film, lightly moisten a paper towel with water, and blot brows to thoroughly remove neutralizer. So I do have a wet paper towel, and I'm going to, oh, sorry, it's sticky. Okay. And we are going to throw that away. And we're going to lightly blot. And we don't really want to rub because we're not trying to rub it. We're just trying to get rid of the neutralizer. We really don't want blue brows. And I think that's why they colored it blue, so that you can see if you got rid of it or not. I'm hitting it and then just kind of rolling So that's them. We're trying to make sure there's no more blue left. Wait 2 minutes for brows to fully set. Apply treatment oil, bottle 4, onto brows with spoolie. Blot excess treatment oil with paper towel. Okay, so you might want 3 paper towels, maybe 4. Number 4, so we're going to dip that in there. Whee! See, it's just double dip, but in this case, I only have 1 spoolie. Ooh, now there's a lot of oil right there. I didn't make sure I took that off. Really, we're just taking off the excess oil. So we're just blotting off the excess. And that's all we're doing. So this is the lamination process. Now what they say is you can do the dyeing process next and then the waxing next. We're gonna just do it a little later. I'm gonna have to do it later this week and I'll just put it in this video as well to show you. All right, today was another day. I finished and rubbed off all the laminate off my skin. I washed it off really well. And like you can see, it's movable, it's pliable, you know, it's not like it's stiff or anything. It's just stiff for that first 24 hours because of the laminating that you're doing. And frankly, I don't think it really did much for me, to be honest. I don't really see, sorry, I'm gonna go up a little bit. I don't really, maybe actually move my camera a little bit. I don't really see that it did anything for me. I think my brows, for the most part, were mostly pretty straight. But I don't know, maybe it did kind of do a little something. Oh, I forgot I have sunscreen on still. I have to wipe my brows. So, but today we're going to dye them. Now I wanted to dye them and wax them, but I realized the strips that I got earlier, that I showed earlier on the thing, I could probably wax the top part, but I'm not gonna probably be able to do the bottom part because I need it to be curved and not flat and straight. And I just realized that now. I'm like, what am I thinking? I wasn't thinking. So I'm going to probably do that. I could maybe do the top part today, but maybe tomorrow or the next time I film this, I'll have to do it another day. So this video is going to take about 3 days for me. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of wipe my brows again. I'm going to use right now just to get all the oils and the sunscreen off my skin. The thing that I got was one of these, it's supposed to be eyebrow mapping string. Or not necessarily eyebrow, but just mapping string on your face. And so I was gonna open it, but then I realized it actually has a tab here, which I'm assuming is going to open it up straight to it. Open there, if you can see that. Didn't mind black or white, but I just figured, I just found whatever I could find. So it's kind of like floss. Just kind of, okay, I may have to do this slightly off camera. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get on camera because it's easier. Actually, the first thing I wanna do is take my face. Oh, it's a little off. Take, and that, so do that. Okay, there. Okay, I look kind of crazy. You know, part of it too is you've got to work with the hair you have. I'm kind of lost. All right, so we're gonna try this again because, and we're gonna do it with gloves. This one I actually see a good one. Now what I'm using is, I'm gonna be using this hair color dye. It does not come with a developer, so you have to buy your own developer. So this is the developer that I'm using. And I am going to use this little brush to maybe help dye it. And I'm just gonna mix it in this. I don't know, it's kind of just a pinky color. I don't think this is gonna work. Here it goes. Here goes nothing, and it may not even do anything. I'm really not sure what it's probably not gonna dye this freaking skin at all. I don't know if I can show you in the video, you guys. I'm sorry. It just doesn't look like it's gonna do anything. This isn't gonna turn out good. Why is it pink? I'm like, it's gonna be a freaking red mess. You know, I always just think, oh, it'll turn out okay, right? Now so we're gonna dye my brows the color that I think I wanted them in the first place, or what I had been doing for quite a while. So I'm going to develop them in a brown. And we're just gonna do this quickly because I don't think I need any more. I think where my brows are where they are. I don't know what else to do with them. All right. I think they're okay. What do you think? We're not really gonna know. I feel like there's still this bubble here that I don't like, but if I even try every time I'm gonna do something, it's gonna like mess it all up. This brow I think turned out pretty good. It's this one that I'm kind of concerned about, mainly because it's a little chunky here and I've been trying to fix it when really I probably should have waxed it. We're not gonna wax it till after. So for now, I have left the brown dye on for almost 15 minutes. I'm gonna give it another minute or so and then I'm gonna wipe it off. And I'm gonna use like a cream cleanser with a white paper towel to help wipe it off. So okay, so I washed it off. You can still see some red. It is more intense than it really is. And I also need to cut my brows. And I just put that on. Dang it. I am completely out. After this is completely took me out. It took me out. It's kind of just trim. Come on. What? So my brows turned out like okay. I feel like they're okay. They're better than I think they used to be. I just gotta always like do my brows every day to kind of train them. Okay, so this is what my brows basically look like. I wasn't able to wax them, so what I used was one of my facial blades that I have here that I use. And what this has a little cap here so that you can also do like the little bit right there. Used it and just kind of gently, you know, did it because I really want to wax it, but the wax strips that I purchased, I don't think I really want to use right now. But what I'm gonna need to do is actually every day I need to train my brows, and I also need to train my lashes because I've kind of just let them go since I just kind of let it happen, and I'm gonna see if I can no longer do that anymore. And I'll show you how I train my lashes with a product that I've been using and that I really like a lot, and it's going to be in a video with like 5 or 6 of my favorite top products that I like to use, and the eyelash curler is one of them. I'll show you here soon what I will look like once I kind of do all that. And then of course this is the final result. Now I know they were a little dark just due to the issue that I had with the dyeing, but I just wanted to show you how they looked in the end, and they look pretty good, I think. Thanks for joining me here at Contour Image, and remember to stay beautiful for life.